I've been doing all these Momigami papers, and I compile them into abstracts, collaged abstracts. And of course the simplicity of what they end up like really belies how much work there is in them all. I've got stuff everywhere that I've been painting and creating. And then of course when you come to it, you've never got quite the right colour, so you have to think again. So I've got boxes and bags of stuff that I've collected. And I keep thinking, oh, I'll just get this lot used up. And of course you've never got quite the right thing, as I said, so you end up making more for the colours that you want for a particular one. Hi, so I'm going to just show you a couple of ways that I would compile my image for an abstract with these gorgeous pieces of paper that I have momigami'd and painted and coloured. And I have coloured them to sort of suit the composition I'm going to make. So I'll get the mount that I want, because I like a gap within it. I like them sort of sat within the mount, and I mark the edges of the mount. So each corner is marked very carefully, and then I will draw a line round it all so that I've got the shape that I want. Then I start thinking about the composition, and in this case I pretty much know what I want. So there's a few blemishes on it that I might want to hide. These are all bits of paper that I've collected, put together, you know, painted up and everything, so that they fit together nicely. That way. Oh dear, I seem to have forgotten which way I wanted to do it. Okay, so it went like that. Smaller piece there. That was my first piece. That's my first piece. Then this piece. Then one of those, one of those, one of those, something like that. Within that space. Then I wanted this to run beside it. And I also quite like this, which was just a little slither, sort of as a detail there. So that's going to be that one. This one I sort of compiled on here, and then got some lovely bits and pieces together. Look, there's some really nice pieces. And I more or less know how I'm going to do these. This was a piece from the jelly printing experiments, and I've just kept it because it was so nice. But I don't want to do it on this paper. So I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to put this one on something else. So this one I'm just going to stick down with my lovely archival glue. So CXD, International Conservation by Design. Okay, I'm going to do that one, stick it down. You don't have to watch that, I'll do it, and then I'll show you making this one up on another piece of paper. Oh, it's quite nice just to see how I do glue it, you know, just my methods. I get a clean paintbrush, I know exactly where things are going to go, and I get a piece of newspaper because I want this absolutely covered in glue. I don't want it to lift at all. They're always so nice even on the back. So I just put it on the paper, put loads of glue on it, make sure it's all covered. I don't want it to have any air bubbles. And this is very much like the bookbinding glue in that it dries very flat in the end. And then I just use my paintbrush to really smear it over. But I don't want any gaps, so I'm going to be very generous with glue. I don't want there to be any areas that lift because they've not got glue on them. And take it right to the very edges. Okay, you get the gist. Okay, once it's glued, just lift it up and place it within the square that you've decided upon. I'm going to put it that way up. And there is some movement in this. And you can wipe the papers clean as well. It is amazing how much it all moves. You know, stretches a bit with the glues on it. So that's gone down really nicely. And just really make sure it's down by pressing it nicely. You can stretch out any bits that you think are wrong, and I would check at this point with my mount that I'm going to use, just to make sure that I've got it about right. Let's just bring this in a bit. That's not got enough glue in that corner. And then you just keep going with the rest of it. And it's lovely, it has such a lovely look, like an old map or something. So I'll just stick the rest of that one down. Right, so that's everything on. And I'll just have a quick check that it's okay. So it's going to be something like that. And then with the brown frame on top, it's ending up looking like so. Okay, so that's one done. These are all going to be framed up, so I can't post them. I won't put them for sale on my shop. Right, so put this all to one side. Whatever bits I need. Right, so this is the other one I've done. This one is going to go in a black mount. I'll just show you. There you go. It's all sort of designed to fit into this mount and to go in a black frame. So I've used a lot of black so it really pulls out the sort of marks and gestures of it. And this was the paper that I had geometried into the black lacy geometried paper. It's mulberry paper that you squeeze. There's a video on that. These are part of the geometried papers as well. And this is a momigami piece that's painted and then added more glazes which seep into all the cracks that you've opened up when you momigami it. So it has sort of a really nice series of mark making that you can't achieve in any other way, and it looks lovely in these frames. So put that to one side. I leave them for a good 24 hours to dry. Right, so I've already marked this, so I'm just gonna again give myself the border, which I know is to the outside of the mounts, so it shouldn't show once I've put the thing in. It's a bit scruffy, that bit. It does need to be pretty accurate, this, because I found that it's so difficult to sort of position this just within the mount. You know, when you stick it moves and stretches. So I had better check that. That one is going to be this one. Just make sure that it is just within it. Yeah. Crikey, that's nice as it is. Okay, and then I know that I'm going to put these bits in, or something like it. I haven't quite resolved this one, and I wanted this one to be really light and airy, and have an aspect of sky to it. I really like this piece of paper. It was from a jelly printing experiment. Oh, and I've got some really beautiful pieces here. So I wanted that there, I remember. That was really nice with all these lovely marks. Oh, I know, yes, I wanted this across there, like so, and this here somewhere, with this across there. I think I wanted that. I didn't like the dark blue, so I wanted to take that out a bit. It's that way up that I wanted it. I really liked this piece, but I wasn't sure whether it was too dark on this image, because I did want to keep it really light and airy. Okay, so I'm going to begin with this. Get this other clean piece of newspaper and get them down. So glue this bit down, just get it within your shape nicely. There's that one done. Next bit. So I'm just trying to keep the spacing nice. Another bit done. I shouldn't really keep the mount there because I'll really make a mess. I mean, I should know, but it's hard, isn't it? I mean, like, I've already got that slightly wrong there. Okay. Right, next bit. And then once this is in, I suppose I do not need my mount there anymore. The thing is, of course, especially how mucky I am, is it gets dirty. And if these mounts have even a tiddy bit of dirt on, they're murder. It shows immediately when you put the glass on. It sort of magnifies it. I have to admit, I don't know how frame is frame. I find it so tricky, you know, just keeping it clean. I suppose they have a really, really clean environment. Whereas mine obviously isn't. I should really show you what the studio looks like at the moment. There, you can see what, it's already coming together. It's so effective, isn't it? And then that bit's going to go there. And then the rest I'm going to fiddle with. I'll show you the idea though, seeing as this is coming along quite quickly. And you're not going to get too bored too quickly. Right, that's just going to pop in there. Oh, I love this one underneath. In fact, I like it so much I'm going to pop this on top. I'll try and keep that straight. Horizontal. Put that on top. And just make sure there's edges. What's so nice is, of course, it's so creased and everything. It doesn't matter if you crease it a bit more. Oops. And even that's nice, you know, where you sort of pull a hole in it. Right, the other one I wanted was that one across there. It really does help to sort of sort out the composition because you see it with the colour of the frame. You see now on top of all this, I want to put some lovely little slivers. I want to interlock them across here. I did one before and it was laced together. Right, so you have to set it all up first and then be careful when you're gluing. So I think I wanted one of them up there as well. So I've got to get this one down first. So it's really important, you know, which ones you put down first and everything, because obviously they're going to have to overlap and underlap. Right, put that on there. I don't mind if this goes over the edges, I quite like it going underneath the mounts. Get that out of the way now. I like some of them spilling over the edges. It's such a beautiful thing. Whoops, but I don't mind. That's alright as well. Right, I then did want something like that there and there as well. I might actually want that underneath. So, I don't mind if it's ripped and everything. So I'm going to pop that in first. Again, there's sort of decisions you make as you go along a bit, aren't there? You have to be ready to make them, to change your mind a bit. And then put it down. I'll bung in this one as well while I'm at it. I think I also want some more silver stuff for the interlacing ones at the bottom. Right, it goes down. Right, I think I want that there. No, I don't. More. Yeah, more like that, because it's going to go the same thing, like so, and then these bits, I think, it goes like so, under, over, over, under. I'm going to go over, under, under, over, I want them all the way down. And I think I do want some more of these. And the thinner they are, the more problematic they are to glue and to handle, because they rip more easily. But you need to vary the widths and the, you know, not make them too regular, because they get a bit boring if they're really regular. This isn't easy, it's quite tricky, so I'm going to take my time. So I'll show you it when I finished. Oh, I'm sure there was something else I wanted up there as well. Maybe it was that. Was it that? Okay, now this is going to be tricky. You can lift them a bit, but this glue is pretty good. It sticks pretty hard and quite quickly. Where was that? That one's over that one, and that one's under that one. So that one's going to be, so I'm going to just pop a bit of glue there, put that down there, and then that's going to have a bit of glue under there, and that can go down there. And this one's going to be under this one. I'm actually going to put this one. So pop it under, put some glue underneath it, like so. And then you can bring that one down on top of it, but don't glue it down. And then just decide where you want it. And what was this one? There's another one. So take this, so this has got to go over and under, so you can put the glue on it. So that has got to go under this, no, over this one, but under this one. So this is where I shouldn't have glued that all up first. But I'm not going to do too much more on that, so I've got away with it. Okay, so this one is over and under, so it's got to go under that one. Put the glue on, change the spacing a bit, just to keep it interesting. There you go. And now I could put another one in as well. Where's the other one? I've lost it, haven't I? Oh, it was there. It was that thing. Do I want that there? Or do I want it up there? I quite like it there as well. I think I want another one of these lovely sort of grey ones. I want to keep it really quiet. So if I can find one, I don't have too many of them left. So just cut it carefully. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, so get some glue out for that. So that's got to go under the first one. No, over it. Sorry. You'll be shouting out, over. So that can be glued down because I'm not going to bang any more on there. Bring that over. Oops-a-daisy. Then that under. So I need some glue underneath there. That over. Oh, and then I can start putting these down. Okay. And you can wipe this with a cloth if you're careful, with a dampened cloth. Now it's under. straighter. I've got one here, it's a nice slither of a one. I actually quite like that just on top of them all, so I'm just going to glue all these down. Do I want that to extend beyond it? Yes, I do. Over the edge of it. Okay, and then the last little one, just bung this one on, make sure they're stuck down. And you can just get a slightly dampened cloth and just lift off some of this if you want to. You can varnish this. This glue does leave a slight residue because it is plastic. So it is worth damping it off so that it's not so too evident. I do like that there. Do I want anything anywhere else? You know how I like a bit of shiny stuff. I need any shiny stuff on there. I think I'll fit that in. I don't like that's got a bit of white on. I'm just going to blue it over. That's going to go across there. And I think that's it. Just tidy everything up, make sure you're happy with it. And then when that's finished and framed, it'll look like that. I think. Do I want any silvery bits on it? Maybe. The silver suddenly becomes really harsh, doesn't it? Oh, I know what I was thinking of putting on. It was this. I might just put in a little bit of that because I like that on there. And I don't want too much. Probably got glue on my scissors, haven't I? There, yeah, that's going to make a bit of a difference. And again, I think I want to take it right across. Maybe even take it up there. Do I want to take it through and across down there? Nope, like there. See, it's when you've got something, just dividing it in the middle, it messes up your rule of thirds, doesn't it? And sometimes it's nice because it just, even the jarringness, the sort of, that it's wrong is good. Yeah, I'm going to put it somewhere there. And I think I want it to go, so this is more tricky to glue up, but just go for it. So I want it to bring it down to there. So I'm not messing up my rule of thirds too much. Don't want that piece in. Nope, just the one. Right, glue it up. Here goes. Just make sure there's enough glue on that. Oops, I hope I haven't got anything on my mount. Let's get that out of the way before I mess it up. Okay, done. Oh, this piece. Okay, that's done. Right, last of all is this one, because I know I'm going to put it in a black frame. So I've marked out the edges again. So it's going to be something like that. And I'll just have to watch what I'm doing with the mount because I haven't done the edges very well. And I do actually really like this funny thing coming across over it at the end. Just looks a bit industrial. It'll be something like this. Oh, I'm missing this. I like this bit. That's either going to go there or up there. And then maybe bring this over here this way a bit more. Okay. You don't need to see me gluing it up. You've got the gist of what I'm going to do. So I've done 4 altogether. Okay, thanks very much. There's loads of information on all this on other videos. Basically it's just Momigami paper painted and glazed so that the cracks and stuff hold the inks. This one isn't. This one's different. And I'm just really messing with the possibilities, I think. I need that. I probably don't actually, do I? I sort of wanted a whole piece under there so that it was more like that. A double piece. And I might do that, in fact. And then this over here at the end with a gap and goes right across so it goes underneath the mount. Like so. All the stuff can be seen elsewhere on other videos, except for this bit. But they're just Momigami pieces with the paint put into the creases that are made by the Momigami so that it sticks into the creases. Enjoy! Thanks for watching and see you again. All the best.